everybody. Okay, so, alright, before I start, disclaimers. The content of what's going on in storylines might be short, but my commentary about how I feel about things is going to be long. So buckle in for a kind of longish video, I believe. And if you don't like that, you've been forewarned. Okay? Alright, so two storylines, basically. RJ is trying to convince Electra that they can do the line where she's focused on everything and still have her jewelry line. Whatever. Okay, storyline number 2. Because they got done with work, they decided to go to the bar. Bikini, right? Bikini is the best place on earth. I have never seen a place like this. It is wonderful. Oh my god. Okay, and the wardrobe for the waitresses or whatever they call themselves, fabulous. Okay, storyline around it, not so fabulous, but I'll take the wardrobe. All right, because storyline is, of course, Will is already there. Dylan is there as a bartender, right? Then RJ and Electra decide to pop over. So they're there. And of course, they put Electra and Will in each other's eye line so they can't help but see each other, which is like, come on, woman. Okay. And this is my opinion, not because of like the storyline, just because I'm like, get over yourself already. Okay, so she's supposed to be there with RJ talking about work or whatever and getting her mind off Will, okay? And then she just happens to look over in his direction. Why? Why, for the love of soap Jesus, do you look at the boy that you told, no, I'm done, I'm over it? Why? Okay, storyline number 2. Or maybe 3. Okay. So Daphne is talking to Torsten K, Ridge, and talking about how she loves her marriage, yada yada yada. I'm over it. I've discussed this ad nauseum. I'm over it. I'm out of her corner. I don't care anymore. Okay, number 4, connected to number 3. Steffi wants to tell her husband what happened. Carter, on the other hand, doesn't want to rock the boat at all. And he's trying to be the semi-voice of reason, I guess, and say, you don't know how fast your life can implode if you tell this information. And she's like, but I gotta tell him. Okay, then we see the slow walk of Ridge down the hallway. And he's going to uncover them talking to each other in like hushed tones and say what the is going on here, right? So, where was I? Oh yeah, and then so I don't know what's going to happen because she wants to tell her husband, but then Carter, the other one involved, doesn't want to tell anybody. You know how that's going to go. Because it's going to be a secret and somebody's going to expose it. And it's going to be the kaboom factor that I've been waiting for all summer. So please and thank you. But yeah. Okay. Now for next week. Next week, people, mark your calendars. Okay? I'd say block out the whole week, but especially the 27th. August 27th, Thursday, Kelly Sullivan gonna join the Bold and Beautiful as Dylan's mother. Now I am on the edge of my seat saying, what is she gonna say? How is she gonna shake everything up? I am so ready for this. You have no idea. Whew. So I am gonna be pumped for next week. I am. Whew. finally we needed something like this because I want to get down to like what is Dylan about? Who is Dylan? Okay, I know that. Okay, to give you guys a framework, Dylan, the character, came on as, well, let's see. First, she was, no, wait a second. I gotta do this in line. First, she was a friend to Electra, although we didn't see her at first, because she was someone who unalived Luna by running into her. Okay? Then they uncovered it was Dylan, and it was Miss Dylan, and they said that it was an accident, so they didn't pursue any charges. Then she was a school teacher, art teacher for the kids. Because remember, Hayes was her biggest fan or whatever. Then it turns out she was homeless because she couldn't find a job. And remember, she was looking for a job for months and months and months, right? Then she had, Electra was still her best friend, apparently. And she talked her into letting her stay in her house. Although Electra wasn't too keen on her staying with her boyfriend, Will, because they were boyfriend girlfriend at the time, right? Okay, so then she was homeless, she stayed with them. And then Electra got pissed again at whatever. And then she was homeless again. And then somebody took her in, but she was homeless twice. Then she gets a job at Forrester, and then she gets a second job at Bikini. That's how we are where we are right now. Now that's a hell of a backstory. Now I want to see what comes to fruition and how true is his backstory. That's what I'm in for. So that's why I'm so hyped for this. Because I want to know if it's true, what's not, and all this stuff. And I'm still going to be Team Mill, and I'm still Team Dylan. So it really doesn't matter. Unless you tell me that she did something really weird back in the day when we don't know her yet. Which I still would say, even if she did something, then, you shouldn't judge somebody by what they did. You should judge them by how they are now and how they, if they changed, if they learned their lesson, whatever. So I'm fully Team Dylan here. But we'll see. But like I said, get ready, hold on to your seat, because next week is going to be a whoo. All right. Bye, everybody.